All right, welcome to this weekend Sidereal forecast for July 10th through the 12th. My name is Athen. So today is Friday. I usually do have the videos a day early out for you, but yesterday I did propose to my partner Rachel. So it's official. We are engaged. Very, very good news there. I wanted to share that with you. It happened unexpectedly, so we just kind of went with the flow there. But yeah, I want to thank you all very much for all of your support. I want to share the news with you for those of you who don't already know from Facebook. And yeah, let's look at the weekend. So this weekend, we've got the moon finishing her transit of Aries, which is all about that assertiveness, that taking action. And we are still in the third quarter phase on Friday, so I think it can be a good day for getting things done, especially on the physical level, such as exercise and things like that relating to routine. The reason I say the routine stuff in particular is because Mercury is squaring up to the North Node, which is about health. You know, the North Node in Virgo has been about self-improvement, taking care of our health, things like this. All of that can be very constructive both Friday and Saturday, as well as developing our craft if it is at work and things like that, which is all being of service relating to Virgo. But Mercury in general did just recently go into his sign of Gemini, so in dignity here, neutralizing a lot of this very masculine energy we've had in Gemini, which has been about our ideas. Mars here has been very assertive with that. The sun here very expressive with that. So Mercury, the neutral planet, sort of bringing that balance here. But I think in general, wanting to learn, wanting to read, write, things like that over the next few weeks, I think can be very constructive, especially, especially here on, let me get that back up. Especially here on Friday and Saturday with Mercury squaring up to the North Node, which is that Mercury in Gemini, helping us learn more perhaps about our life path and things like that. But it'll come through that active energy, which is the square. So on Friday, as you can see, very nice aspects from the lunar cycle, from the moon, so that's quite nice. Then we enter into the disseminating phase on Saturday and Sunday into next week. We do have the new moon on the 15th of next week. So for the next few days, it is about that tranquil energy of going within, reflecting on what we learned during the last lunar cycle, which did happen in Taurus, which was about our values. And that was actually the past two lunar cycles we had that. So over the past 2 months, we've learned a lot about our values, perhaps about the sensual enjoyments of life, the things that we enjoy. And with that, in the disseminating phase, you know, reflecting on this as we gear up for the new moon in Gemini next week. So that's all about sensual elements, nature, the natural world, connecting to the things we value in life. So I think a great weekend for that, while keeping things balanced, because we do have some squares to bring awareness to over the weekend. The first is on Saturday when we have the square from the moon and Jupiter and Venus, which actually isn't, you know, it doesn't come across as anything, you know, necessarily bad. Actually, the two benefics actually comes across as very nice. But the important thing here is to keep everything balanced, especially with the values, perhaps with finances, with relationships, anything that's Venus related, because Jupiter does have a tendency to really expand those things. It still is a conjunction in Leo. So I think just being patient and balanced in general on Saturday will be good, especially because the moon will be opposing up to Saturn, which is exactly about that. You know, it's about having that long-term patience, mature approach to a lot of these things, especially relating to the values, which is the moon in Taurus on Saturday. So then on Sunday, while the moon's still in Taurus, we do have some aspects we're going to be feeling into next week, which is Venus squaring up to Saturn and the sun squaring up to Uranus. So again, patience with this, especially with those values. Going into next week, this is that mature energy towards the relationships and values and material aspects of life. So Saturn is about seeing things for how they are, taking action, wanting to, you know, really build foundations there in your life with those areas in that long-term patient way. And when we do that, that's exactly what's in flow. So it's actually very constructive, and a lot of concretizing and really strong foundations can be built with those things, with this kind of aspect. So it's all about our orientation, and the more willing we are to take it slow, patient, and build those things in our life, the better with this kind of aspect. And then the sun squaring up to Uranus is also patience, because Uranus is a very erratic energy wanting to perhaps say some sudden things because the sun is in Gemini. So say some sudden things, do some sudden things. So it's very important to keep everything nice and grounded with that. Uranus is in Pisces, so this is about spiritual freedom and having presence. The moon will be squaring up to Neptune. So observing that presence, being aware of it, that's going to be an important consideration on Sunday. But I think Sunday is a good day for reflection because of that disseminating phase, thinking about those values and things like that, and just taking things nice and slow going into next week. So all in all, Aries certainly on Friday, third quarter phase, very active going into the disseminating, winding down Saturday, Sunday. Saturday keeping things nice and patient and balanced with that, as well as on Sunday as well. But still enjoying the material values of life, the essential pleasures, when it is coming from that balanced way on Saturday and Sunday. So thanks again, everyone. Have a nice weekend. Talk to you on Monday. Take care.